Let's turn our sights on the Gen AI pricing landscape. The obvious question is, why is monetizing Gen AI still an open debate? And what makes pricing in this space uniquely challenging compared to traditional SaaS models?
Yeah. I don't want to say that we're overcomplicating it in general. That's probably slightly wrong, but it's also not entirely wrong, right? What is really different about GenAI is you have a bunch of these functionalities or products which create value in quite a different way than SaaS products typically have. It feels very different from that point of view. So we talked about earlier, there's these knee-jerk pricing strategies that everybody goes to for SaaS. Doesn't necessarily make sense in an AI world. It knocks everybody out of their comfort zone. It forces you to go back to those principles that I talked about. How do we create value, right? What do the customers want? How do they want to buy? How are we thinking about that? There's a little bit of that, which makes it difficult. The other real complexifying factor of GenAI is that right now we do have this cost challenge, which is not something that SaaS companies have typically had to deal with.
Hmm.
In that GenAI products, they typically have a huge amount of compute needs. At the moment, that compute is quite expensive. And also, people are just starting to adopt AI products, and I feel like we don't really have a great understanding of just how much usage is expected or typical yet. It's going to be changing all of the time. If you're going to set a pricing strategy and you're trying to think about how much cost am I going to incur through the usage, it's just very difficult to do. Of course, companies on one hand, they want to get adoption of the product so that people see the value and they're more likely to scale with them, but they don't want to put themselves in a position when they're underpricing it and reduce their profitability or put them in the red. That's a big concern in the back of everybody's mind.